Hi children, today we're going to read a Peppa Pig book called Don't Worry Peppa. Subscribe to my channel, press that red button and follow me where you'll find even more Peppa Pig books in my collection. So do follow. Let's begin. Peppa and her family were going to Granny and Grandpa Pig's house for lunch. We'd better hurry, said Mummy Pig, or we'll be late. Don't worry, we have plenty of time, said Daddy Pig. Besides, we're always early. Yes, don't worry, Mummy, said Peppa. Then she whispered, Daddy, what does worry mean? Daddy Pig explained that a worry is something you feel unsure about. It's when we think something not so good might happen. But we're always early, said Peppa, and Granny and Grandpa Pig won't mind, even if we are late. No, I'm sure they won't, said Mummy Pig. So you don't need to worry then, Mummy, said Peppa. You're right, I don't, said Mummy Pig. Thank you, Peppa. As they were getting ready, Daddy Pig told Peppa that the best thing to do when you have a worry is to tell someone. Share your worry with us, said Daddy Pig. Then, poof, just like magic, it will disappear. I shared my worry about being late, said Mummy Pig, and it disappeared. Exactly, said Daddy Pig. Oh, look at the time. We'd better get going or we might actually be late. Outside, Daddy Pig spotted a grey cloud in the sky. He said, I think I might put the car roof on. Why, Daddy? Asked Peppa. I like the roof off. It's so whooshy in the wind. I like it off too, Peppa, said Daddy Pig, but I'm worried it might rain and we'll get wet. Don't worry, Daddy, said Peppa. If it rains, you can put the roof up then. Yes, I suppose I could, said Daddy Pig. So you don't need to worry then, Daddy, said Peppa. Not at all, said Daddy Pig. Thank you, Peppa. The best thing to do with a worry is to share it, Daddy, said Peppa. Then poof, just like magic, it will disappear. Daddy Pig laughed. Ho, 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 ho. Hello, little one, said Granny Pig when they arrived. Are we late for lunch, Granny? Asked Peppa. You don't need to worry. You're always early, said Granny Pig. Peppa looked at Mummy and smiled. See, Mummy, she whispered. Mummy Pig winked. Peppa and George ran out into the garden. Hello there, called Grandpa Pig. He was in the shed, making a toy racing car for Peppa and George to play with. Brum, brum, cheered George. Peppa hopped in the car first and rode around the garden. She went up and down the hills, squeezing the horn. Toot, toot. When it was George's turn to drive the car, he wasn't too sure. What's wrong, George? Asked Grandpa Pig. You look a bit worried. The best thing to do when you have a worry is to share it, George, said Peppa. Then poof, just like magic, it will disappear. George pointed at the hill. I think George is worried about this hill, Grandpa, said Peppa. Well, that's easy to sort, said Grandpa Pig. Let's take the car to a flatter part of the garden. Brum, brum, cheered George, zooming around in the car. Soon he even felt fine about the hill and raced down it as fast as he could. I don't think George has a worry anymore, Grandpa, said Peppa. No. Puff, said Grandpa Pig, trying to keep up with George. I don't think George has any worries at all. When they'd finished playing, Grandpa Pig, Peppa and George went inside for lunch. Yummy, cheered Peppa. This is delicious. Thank you, Peppa, said Granny Pig. I tried a new recipe and I was a bit worried how it would turn out. The best thing to do when you have a worry is to share it, Granny, said Peppa. Then poof, just like magic, it will disappear. That's very true, Peppa, said Granny Pig. It was such a lovely afternoon. Granny Pig suggested they eat the cake in the garden. Look at that, said Mummy Pig. Not a cloud in the sky, Daddy Pig. Yes, said Daddy Pig, smiling. Why don't you all go outside and I'll bring out the cake, said Grandpa Pig. Can I help, Grandpa? Asked Peppa. Of course, Peppa, replied Grandpa Pig. That's very kind. Can I carry the cake, Grandpa? Asked Peppa. It's a bit heavy, said Grandpa Pig, but why don't you carry this very special plate instead? Grandpa Pig went outside with the cake, and Peppa followed. She felt proud to be carrying a very special plate, but just as she was about to step outside, she bumped into a chair and dropped the plate. Smash! Oh no, Peppa cried, looking at the broken plate. When Peppa walked outside, her tummy felt a bit wobbly, but then she remembered what Daddy Pig told her. I have a little worry, Grandpa, said Peppa. Well, why don't you tell me all about it so I can help you, said Grandpa Pig. Peppa told Grandpa Pig about the broken plate. And it's your very special one, she said sadly. I'm sorry, Grandpa. Don't worry, Peppa, said Grandpa Pig, giving her a big cuddle. That plate doesn't matter at all. What matters is that you're okay. Thank you, Grandpa, said Peppa, and poof, just like magic, Peppa's little worry disappeared. Peppa showed Grandpa Pig where the broken plate was so he could clean it up, and then they went back outside. Peppa felt much better. Could I have a really big slice of cake, please, Granny? She asked. Remember, Peppa, said Daddy Pig, the best thing to do with a cake is to share it. Yes, Daddy, said Peppa, giggling. I shared my worry, and now I'll share the cake. And poof, just like magic, Peppa's really big slice of cake disappeared. The end. Hope you enjoyed that. That was a Peppa Pig book called Don't Worry, Peppa. Now subscribe to my channel, press that red button, and follow me. You'll find even more Peppa Pig books in my collection. I've also got Hey Doggy books and Bluey books, so do check out my videos. Bye bye for now.